Hey guys, this is the storage level. This is a very long level compared to the other videos. There's a lot to cover, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, yes, we are going to run into the grunt here. He is going to be in at least 2 different spots, so if you don't want to see that, just be forewarned. Where we're going to go first is right across from the entryway. I'm lighting all the spots in the area because we will be coming back and forth through this area several times.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Now this area is blocked, but we're going to be able to unblock it by making an explosive concoction. So we have to go to at least one area to get that. This door is locked throughout the entire level. Don't worry about running out of tinder boxes. I do light a lot of lanterns in this area, but there are tons of them to make it back. So if you're worried about running out, chances are you'll be fine. And you'll be collecting drill parts in order for you to collect the ingredients for your explosive concoction, and you cannot put drill together until you've got all the parts. So if you go in the inventory and you try to do it and it doesn't work, that's why. As far as I know, I've played this area several times. The grunt does not show up in this section, so you should be okay. So don't worry about running into him. Yeah, and here's a note explaining that your 2 chemicals, they're in this area, by the way. Sometimes you'll find tinder boxes and vials behind the boxes. In fact, there'll be at least 2 sections in this game where we'll run into that exact scenario. Always shut the doors just in case he shows up. I could always be wrong. Yeah, and don't forget this chest is in the corner over here. Yeah, be sure to look behind that box for that drill part, or you might get a little confused.
Closer, somehow.
I think that's the last drill part. So I should be able to put it together here in just a second. Yeah, and all you gotta do is drag it on top of one of the other parts and it'll automatically put itself together. And the barrels that you'll be using are marked primary and secondary. Just double click on your drill to get it to start working. And you'll need something to collect it in, so hopefully you still have your chemistry pot. I don't think it matters what order you collect it in. Alright, you have your explosive concoction. So now we're going to be headed back to the blocked up entryway. And those bones were not there a second ago when we were here the first time. You will need those bones in order to set off the explosive concoction. Yeah, don't forget the tinderbox there too. Because you really can't, like I said, don't stand too close till the blast goes off, so you're really best to try to throw those bones at it from a distance. Chances are you have to be somewhat close to it, but it's really obvious when you've set it off because it'll look like it's about to blow. You've probably got about 5 seconds before it goes off, so you should be fine. You see right there, you can tell it's about to go. Yeah, there's a tinderbox on the bookshelf. And on the other side of this, hidden behind these barrels here, is a chest, so don't forget about it. Ran out of lamp oil.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
I think the only thing in here is a collectible. There's a tinderbox there. And once again, behind all these barrels, there is a surprise. And in this case, it's a little container of oil. And there's a few tinderboxes scattered throughout this area. Now, one thing that I regret doing, and you'll see it in just a second, is that other door, don't open it because the grunt's in there. And I completely forgot about it when I opened the door. They were going to show up anyway, but he was for certain hiding behind that, so if you do happen to open this next door over here, just keep that in mind. And there wasn't a lot I could do to get away from him. Okay. So I paused the game because I got scared. I'm not gonna lie, I got scared. And I tried to shut the door in his face, and that didn't work out too well. So at this point, I just start running. And be sure to pick up the 2 rods and the note on the bookshelf here, because otherwise you're just going to have to come right back to this area to pick it up, because that's what we need in order to activate the machine, and that's more or less what the note's telling you. And it's also telling you that the last part we need is in the study. And I told you that there was parts in 2 rooms. And by those sounds, that should tell you that the grunt is for certain loose in the next area. There's 2 spots you can run into the grunt as you're making your way back to the front of the level. And I didn't make it the first time, and you're going to see that on film. But that's okay, because I think everybody should at least be caught by him at least once during the game. That's part of the fun. And by fun, I mean I panicked pretty hard. The worst part is I almost got away from him. And as you can see, he's on his way back, and that's where he got busted. And at this point, I decided to just run. And you gotta be real careful as you're running from him, because you're gonna run smack dab to the other one. Now there's where we blew up the thing. All those rocks. As you turn the corner here, that door that was locked up, he's right around the corner here. And so I didn't have a chance, because I tried to run away and the other one was there, and I walked right. So yeah, be real careful in this section. You might. Yeah, I'm dead. But that's okay. Remember, it's okay if you die. Don't let anybody tell you any different, because it's going to save your place. And unfortunately, as I was trying to avoid him, got caught again. But this time I just ran from him, which you can do too. Because even if they catch you, I think you can still get 2 hits before you go down. As you can see, he's right there. So just try to make your way back to the first of the level. You get back to the back hall, and you should be fine. I don't believe he's going to follow you out. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the study.